Next flow power supplies are available to operate next flow air blade ionizers, the next flow ion blaster beam, and of course static bars or point ionizers by themselves. Any sort of a static elimination device that we offer does require a power supply. What's different about the next flow power supplies is that they are actually repairable. Most power supplies that are provided for the static control industry are basically inside boxes with potted transformers, which means once they are worn out or damaged in some way, they cannot be repaired. However, with the next flow power supplies, they actually are repairable. That's a very big advantage in certain applications where, especially dirty factories, for example, where power supplies just might be damaged prematurely or they have a much shorter life just because of the factory environment. The other advantage is that NextFlow has a variety of power supplies. There's the basic power supply where you hook it up to your static elimination device, whatever it is, and it will operate the device. However, some can be provided with some indication, either an indicating light or a gauge of some sort that tells you that there's adequate voltage to make sure that the power supply is actually providing enough power to the bar and to indicate whether the static device, bar or point or whatever it is actually working. That can be very important in applications where the static elimination is extremely critical to the operation and to the production of the product being made. The power supplies that are provided by NextFlow are made particularly for the type of static bar and for the type of point ionizer or the device being supplied by NextFlow. It has a special connection that's patented so that the connection, if it's accidentally taken off while the power supply is still on, the person that is dismantling the equipment will not have an accidental shock. You are dealing with high voltage power supplies. It can be a little bit tricky if you accidentally remove or attach a static bar or static point or any sort of a static limitation device to a high voltage power supply. So the safety connection is a big advantage. Many connections, or many power supply connections rather, have a plastic sort of a bayonet connection to it. What's interesting is that the plastic over time will be affected by the ionization of some of the air in the area. And the plastic can become very brittle over time and break, again, causing a failure to the power supply and then requiring a replacement. With the power supplies supplied by NextFlow, we don't have that plastic. It's metal, so you're not going to have that kind of potential damage. So there's very high quality built into these power supplies. And frankly, they're extremely competitively priced as well. So you're getting a lot of benefits at pretty much the same cost.